It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see Zach Wilson, after his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Jets and the Panthers on Sunday Night Primetime.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And when you watch Corral play, you have to be impressed with just how fearless he is in any situation. Excellent in the pocket, accurate, ball gets out of his hands quickly. He also can break out and create big plays as well, often with his legs. A tough runner, a tough leader. This guy has big-time potential.
And coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On the play fake, Corral. His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now Corral. Over the middle, complete. That's McCoy. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Corral with it. First down here. He finds his man. Complete. It's McCoy. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Again, it's Corral. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd and 9, Corral got his man complete over the middle. That's McCoy. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Corral looking to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and Carolina scores to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
Partner, you know how guys always tell us it's not about the numbers, it's about the win. It's about the numbers, too. Almost 400 yards passing by him last week. What can he do in this one?
Well, earned him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Maybe he'll try to get 400-plus here and duplicate that honor again.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Now Wilson. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Derek Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
He finds McCoy, and he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10, Corral again.
Over the middle, complete. It's McCoy. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And the Jets have got it. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was the Patriots who were able to come away with the victory. Mac Jones, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Trevor Lawrence, sharp in the victory as his guys double up their records at 8-4 on the year. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And even though they've got the big cushion
I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And New York set to take the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now Corral, 3rd and 2.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Going with their tight end on 4th.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Going right back to Akers. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Switching it up, Corral going to throw here. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. That's good for 28 yards. Corral with it on first down. And that is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He finds his man complete. It's McCoy. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. New York set to take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now Wilson on first down. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. To throw again on second down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Touchdown, Jets. Darren Waller
from 21 yards away.
And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Wilson going to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
He finds his man complete. That's McCoy. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Corral, another throw coming.
He finds his man complete. It's McCoy. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Corral sets up play action.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's McCoy. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
The first down throw here for Corral.
Over the middle, complete. It's McCoy. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative. And he's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Panthers have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And now out come the Jets. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Carolina, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Jets, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.